Hey Rhythm Strummers, here's how this great Nirvana song sounds on acoustic guitar. With the lights out, it's less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel stupid and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. So I can only play about 30 seconds of the song in these free lessons, and I want to save a little bit for the last part of this video. But in the meantime, I want to show you how to play power chords, because power chords are what this song is all about. And if you know how to play a power chord, you can rock out on tons of great songs. So here's how you fret a power chord. Take your first finger, which is your pointer finger, and put it on the 6th string, 5th fret. Then put your third finger on the 5th string, 7th fret. Or if that's too much of a stretch, you can put your pinky there too. That is a perfectly serviceable 2-string power chord. But if you use your third finger, you can make a 3-string power chord by putting your pinky on the 4th string, 7th fret. So you have a couple different options there depending on how big your hand is and how flexible it is. Now, once you've fretted these notes, you're going to want to do one more thing. You need to mute the strings that you're not fretting, because power chords are used mostly in rock music, and when you're rocking, often you're hitting all the strings, and you don't want to have to worry about avoiding the strings that you're not fretting like that. You're going to want to be able to go like that. And so, in order to do that, you keep your first finger nice and low, laying across the strings so that they're muted. Those are the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings that you're muting. And one thing to keep in mind is normally when people learn how to play guitar, they arch their fingers, they play up on their tips, and that's not the right technique for power chords. You want your fingers down low like this, and you do that by fretting on the undersides of your fingers. You should have grooves like on the pad of your finger, not on the tip. So that's how it should look. Try testing out your power chord by playing each individual string, listening to see if the string's doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, now once you've got that sounding okay, and you might want to pause the video here and keep working on it until you get it, try scooting the power chord around a little bit. Go down a fret. Should still sound okay. This chord is called a closed chord, which means there are no open strings. And what that means is you can move it anywhere on the fretboard and it'll still sound good. Okay, so scoot that around a little bit. And then when you're getting that feeling comfortable, we'll check out the next chord, which is the 5th string root power chord. So let's look at that. 5th string root power chord is the same basic finger orientation. What you're going to do is move all the fingers over the next set of strings. It's like 3 people moving down a level in an elevator. And so now you're fretting the 5th string, 4th string, and 3rd string if you're doing a 3-string power chord. Or it might just look like that. And you're muting the 2nd and 1st strings with the underside of your first finger. You also need to mute the 6th string now. You don't want that ringing along with your power chord. And so what you do is when you place your first finger, you want to get it nudged up against the 6th string so that it's muted. And don't do that by fretting the 5th string down like this and then bending up the strings so that you get the 6th string muted. That'll make the chord go out of tune. Instead, place your finger carefully so that from the get-go, you're up against that 6th string. Once you get that sounding good, start scooting that around. Like so. And next, I want to show you a simple rock riff that will teach you how to move these chords around. Let's go back to the 6th string root power chord at the 5th fret here. This is an A power chord. So get that sounding good. And here's the progression. We're going to start there and then move down to a G power chord, which is also 6th string root, just 2 frets lower. And now you're going to need to pop to the 5th string root power chord. That's kind of a difficult move if you've never done this before. And then the last chord is a C power, excuse me, that was a C power chord. And then this is a D power chord. You're just scooting up the 5th string root power chord 2 frets. And then back to your first chord, back to the A. So let's try that nice and slow, and I'm going to give you a simple strum pattern. If you want, you can just strum each chord once too, if the strum pattern is going to be too distracting. It's going to go like this. I'm going to play it for you once, and then you can jump in and try playing along with me after I'm done. It's going to go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay, that's the progression. You ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3. How you doing? Fingers hurting yet? Okay. So, that's my power chord lesson. And again, here's how they fit into Smells Like Teen Spirit. So I hope you got a lot out of this lesson, and you should be off and running with power chords now. And if you'd like to learn the rest of Smells Like Teen Spirit, come on over to rhythmstrummer.com. We'd love to see you there. Bye.